Hey everybody, welcome to Derek's AZRC. I'm Derek, and summer is coming, and guess what? I am back in my garage. That is a landmark. That is almost a 1 year benchmark. It is October 13th. October 13th. I'll try not to shake the table too much. And it's been almost 1 year since I started filming inside here. Close to that. I may be completely wrong, but who knows? But it feels like that because it's been that long since I've been able to sit inside my garage without sweating to the oldies. Anyways, I am here again, and I feel like I've made it back home, back to where the channel started. It does. It feels like a homecoming. It really does. Well, there goes the camera shaking. It feels like a anniversary episode or something like that. It's not there yet. It's not there yet. We're not to the anniversary episode yet. Let's hurry up and get to the episode that we're talking about before I start babbling. I want to get all spiritual. I want to get all the stuff. Let's get a little spiritual real quick. All right. I do want to take and use the authority that the universe has given me to say that I love you. Every one of you. I love you. Over there, I see you over there. I love you way over there. I love you. I love you. I love you. Anyway, that's all I'll say. I want to get a whole spiritual and stuff, but we're not going to go there, right? So this episode is about the Mojave still. I have a bunch of goodies right here on the table. I'm going to light this whole area up here in a minute. I just get to the vlog spot for a second. There's a bunch of goodies here. I have, I guess I'm going to go to the overhead cam real quick. Or I'll just bring the cam over here, back here, or something like that. I don't know. Anyways, I've got a bunch of goodies. I'm going to go 8S, possibly. It might not happen today, but I have all the parts here, and I'm putting fans. I'm putting a bunch of fans on this truck. They're right here. It's got to get done because that thing's going to overheat. Heat kills motors. I have a good investment inside this truck, and I cannot destroy this motor, and it's got to get ready. And I have other projects that need to happen this weekend. It is my wedding anniversary week and weekend right now, and I have an anniversary project to build, which is the Chrome Edition Midnight Pumpkin for my wife, and it's going to have the Tamaya purple over that chrome, and I won't go on to too much of an extent, but anyways, it's going to be a tight. It has purple made Ampro and Shapeways parts for it and everything. That's a whole other episode, but we'll get to that in a little while. But I have a bunch of parts here on the table. This is a Yeah Racing high velocity fan right here. Ooh, sexy. Yeah, that's going in. I have some other fans too, temporary fans, because I'm waiting for one other fan to come, but it's not here. And I have a bunch of splitters to make the Mojave 8S. I could put so much 8S in this thing, possibly, just to see what happens. I also have this stuff right here too. This is some sticky, icky, gooey stuff to go on the tires, to make the tires stick for some speed runs. And yeah, we are definitely going to put the GNSS or whatever, basically the little GPS sensor in there to get some speed runs in. I might try to get a little speed run in right here before I go and get dinner for me and the missus tonight. It's a nice early day, and like I said earlier, I am back in the garage, and I'm looking at the camera of my phone over there too. That's distracting. But anyways, and I know that that's a bad thing. You're not supposed to do that. But I can't believe it. I'm back in the garage and I'm not sweating. This is awesome. This is awesome. Anyway, okay, so let's get to it. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and switch the camera view over and turn on all the lights. Right, here we go. All right, so what looks like a bunch of bags of stuff right here. Let's go ahead and just go through them. All right. So to start, this just came today. And this is a Hobbywing 400mm sensor harness, all right? Right here. We'll go ahead and open that up. What this is a sensor wire for the brushless motor. What's on it right now, ooh, look how long that is. Ooh. So let's bring you on over here. So if you see right here, do you see how crimped that is right there? This is supposedly a 200 millimeter, but it's actually like 178 millimeter. This is the sensor wire right there that goes and it barely makes it around here, and then I'll take you right there. You see right there, it barely clips together right there into that. And this is the orientation I had to have for the electronic speed control because of these wires right here. For the main leads, for the motor, the motor leads. And it barely fits. And fortunately this one came in the mail pretty fast, which is nice because I needed a long one in case this hits a jump really hard and that just unplugs, because it's going to be all hell breaks loose if that unplugs. Now, because I want to be able to mount right here. This is just temporary right now, but I want to be able to mount this motor to the, I want to be able to mount this fan to the motor. This fan is, it has a wide enough diameter to mount right to the motor. You can tell right now that it'll mount on there good enough. I have another one coming that's longer and it's green and fancy, but I can't mount that on here without it. I won't be able to mount this on here without shoving this wire aside, and it's just not going to fit on there. So I need for that sensor wire to be longer anyway. So that's the first one. So that's that upgrade and that upgrade right there. All right, now this one right here, the yeah raising. This is a $30 fan right here. It's a high, so this is a high velocity one. All right, booster fan. Now this is gonna go. Oh, it feels so nice to the touch. She's pretty. Wind pressurizer. So this little bad boy is going to go. I gotta make sure I mount it in the right direction. It's going to go basically right here. If you look, I'm going to put it right here. I'm gonna sticky tape it right here at the end where the stator is at. Like it was spaced away from the motor, like that. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be. My thumb's in the way. Let me show you right there. So it's gonna be spaced away from it right there, pulling heat away from this end cap. You know what I mean? Boom. Yeah. So there'll be that dynamite one and that. All right. So that's that. And then I'll be mounting this guy right here. In here somewhere. Probably somewhere, I don't know. I'll figure out where, probably like right here. Somewhere where the batteries won't collide with it. And I have, I'll come back over here. I even have this bigger pinion. Look at that bad boy. Ooh. I'm not messing with that. I'm not messing with that though. This is for later on speedruns. But I also got a bunch of adapters in order to, because these are two 4S lipos right here, but they're XT60 clips. See how the clips are a lot smaller than what my other batteries are? See, these are XT90s. See how much meatier they are? And this is an XT60. See the difference in size? These guys right here, the amps, I imagine the amount of, watt hours that come out of them, that the punch and everything is brutal. And my battery is about to die. So, basically, two of these guys together makes 8S. But I got these harnesses right here that go together, and then a converter that changes it from an XT60 to an XT90. That way it goes 4S to 4S to 8S, and then freaking yeah. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do the work and show you guys the after work. You know, you guys don't need to see a tutorial on how to do the stuff. It's just putting wires on and all that kind of stuff. I'll show you the finished product and maybe get a run in, possibly. All right, we'll get back to you. Okay, so it's been a whole day since last night. I ran out of time last night. Like all my videos, I run out of time. I think that I'm gonna get done a lot faster. But I did get all the wiring done that I needed to. I'm gonna take you on a quick tour. I'm gonna jump the camera over here and show you the wiring that I did buttoning up. One thing that did happen is while I was mounting the fan onto the motor, I moved the motor, I shoved the motor over, and I created a tight mesh between the pinion and the spur. And so last night when I fired it up, I didn't understand that I had done that, and there was a loud binding, and I was like, oh my gosh. I thought I'd done something really bad. I thought I like ran a screw or something, which, you know, because that's what it sounded like. It sounded like I had run a screw into one of the gears inside one of the gearboxes or something like that, which I've done that before too, and that's what it sounded like. But it was just the simple fact that when I mounted the fan, because I did a lot of getting the zip ties around the motor to get the motor housing, or to get the cooling fan housing onto the motor, I was doing a lot of manhandling there, and I'm pretty sure that's when it happened. Probably when I shoved the motor and I was probably like twisting it around, there was probably just the right amount of leverage between the housing to, you know, there shouldn't be, in a perfect world, there shouldn't be. Once I put those two set screws, that motor should not be able to budge around in its little aluminum bracket that slides back and forth, because I mean, it's supposed to be going off jumps. It shouldn't be budging at all, but it happened, and maybe I didn't tighten it enough, or, you know, I'm glad it happened then and not later. You know, you don't want, but you know, it is an RC car, not a real car, right? And we're not driving these cars around human beings, well, sort of, but not, you know, with human beings inside them, you know. So that's what's cool about this hobby, is these are RC cars. They're not real human beings. So, you know, well, I treat them like my real human beings. But anyways, you know, you can make these mistakes and it doesn't cost human lives. So I'm gonna bring you on a quick little tour of my wiring. You tell me what you think, if you think it's clean or not. And then after that, we're going to put this stuff on the tires. I also mounted the GPS. It's in kind of a scary location too. The GPS is kind of, you know, in an open area where if it hits and it bounces, it's gonna bounce out around one of the wheels or something like that and get lost forever. But I'll pay attention whenever that happens and see. So let's go. Come on over. Let's come check this out. Okay, here we go. So let's see here. So you can see what I'm talking about. There's only one spot. You can see, like, right there between this little housing right here, this, I'm not even gonna wiggle on it because I don't want to mess with the motor. But and then right here is where I mounted the fan. I even left a jumbled message to AZ Turn and Burn. I was gonna ask for advice on if I wanted the fan to be pushing or pulling. Right here you can see. Let me see. You see the fan a little better like that. Right there. The wire's coming from it. But I tied in. There we go. There's the fan. So it's spaced off of the stator area. tied into the rest of the wires. This wire from this fan comes over here, and everything ties in together. Hopefully that doesn't cause a lot of glitching. I haven't run it, but I did fire it up to see if I saw any glitching going on. You know, the glitching is mostly going to come from the servo. So then all of this, and I've seen a lot in a lot of other builds, they tie these extra fans into a separate battery, and I might do that too, but I'm not racing, you know. So all those cables come down and over right here. I got to keep it out of the way of the drivetrain, which is right down there. Yep, I'm hitting it with my finger right there. There's the new data cable. I had to run the new data cable in order to get this motor on there, or the blower. So look at that, that even comes in contact with my servo right there. I have to move this over again and tighten it again. Maybe I might have to put another zip tie on there to keep it off my servo. And I had to run a splitter and then another extension core, another servo wire extension to make it into my waterproof servo tray. And then over here I mounted, and this is on Velcro, so it's kind of loose. I might get the there's a high-end 3M not double-sided, but Velcro. That's it's like really good 3M Velcro. That's basically both sides is the really hard, not the soft Velcro. So it's not this soft fuzzy side, but it's the really brittle side. Not brittle, but anyways. So now I'm gonna mount this battery in there. I'm gonna run the sticky stuff right here on these tires, and that has to I was talking to Ed at AZ Turn and Burn, and he said that a good time is to let it after you apply it, to let it rest for an hour. So I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna do my first speed run, and then I'm gonna do splitters on this, and I'm gonna run it with 8S and do a speed run like that, and that'll be the end of our video for today. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply all that stuff and let it chill for an hour, and we'll get back to you. So right now I've goobered up the tires, and I have brought almost all the batteries up to, I'm only testing them on a storage charge for the test drag run. 2 of my 4S batteries, one of them I was able to bring back to storage charge. It seems like it's gotten a little bit low. And the other one, I have a little black mark on it, and I remember now that I was having issues with it before. That was before that was the end of the bash, I think. I must have not unplugged the batteries, and the fan was running, and it brought down one of the batteries down below to the low voltage cutoff. And now it brought it way down low, so I've been over here manhandling it. I brought it to the nickel metal hydride charging setting, and I've been messing with it for the last hour now, trickle charging it up to get all 4 cells up to past 3.3, and I've gotten almost all of them. All of them are to 3.3 at least. A couple of them are a little bit further, but it's still not, it won't charge even at 3.3. The charger still is having issues. It won't get me to a storage charge after that. So I'm doing one last hurrah. You can hear the charger over there blowing away, and I'm gonna hopefully get it going and resurrect it. I've been charging it for 11 minutes now at 1 amp. I'm totally kicking its butt right now, trying to get it to do its thing. Let's see what happens real quick, all right? I'm gonna see what happens. I'm gonna bring the camera over here, okay? I just want you guys to hear the happy dings if it happens. Okay, so I'm gonna stop at 12 minutes. So right now, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna plug it into the data port. I'm gonna go put it to LiPo. It says it's 4S. We're gonna go with storage. First, we're gonna go back. We're gonna monitor it and see It says I have 3.47 and 3.4 and 3.5 and 3.5. So look right here. 3.5, 3.4, 3.4, 3.5. So that's way past 3.3. So it better be happy. Okay, so we're gonna start. Balance charge. Yes. Oh, save that battery. Yeah. These are Banggood specials. But still, I mean, I don't like spending, you know, that was like 50 something, 60, $70 for the two of them. You know, and they're probably a lot cheaper now even, but anyways. Yeah, so we did it. It's not a fun thing to do. You don't like messing with batteries when they don't, you know, you're manhandling them and taking them out of their safety setting to get them going. So you kind of really got to know what you're doing when you're messing with these things. And I'm definitely not one, you know, to be knowing the math of stuff. But I'm glad that I know enough to save this stuff, because it can be disheartening when you don't and you just throw more money at stuff or buy new batteries. And battery stuff, more battery stuff. Yeah, this is totally different footage. I'm cutting this film in half because it's too long. Putting my foot down. Too long. The footage is too long. Cutting it in half. I hope you guys like the film so far. Running footage is on the second half. I'll be wearing this same shirt again for the beginning of the next footage, because I'm going to stop the camera right now. And the intro for the next video will be wearing the same footage. It is my anniversary today. I was hoping to get my Midnight Pumpkin build going on, but I don't know if that's going to happen. So I'll be shooting the intro for the next video, which has already been filmed on previous days. So we'll jump over to that right now. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Hope I haven't hit you up with that too much. Alright, more battery stuff. Goodness. Yeah, so, and that's some good stuff. Some good stuff's coming, guys. And the next video is really, really cool. Some good stuff. So I hope you guys watch it, and we'll see you in the next one. Thank you.